and Matthew against Johan.
Yeah, Johan's on the left and Matt's on the right. Okay.
But again, I think both these players are 4-1-1 now. I believe this is a win and in for top 8.
I know Dilks is 4-1-1. I don't know if Johan is 4-1-1. I don't know where he was.
His record is 4. 4-2.
He's 4-2. Oh, that's
It might still be a win and in
I didn't
for him.
look at standings. Do you mind if I step out? And
Yeah,
see
go ahead.
Go ahead. Because it's possible that Johan's live at X2, but I don't know if he actually is.
Yeah. And I will. Oh, okay. So Dilks is generating some mana. Looks like he's got an Azusa here. Yep. And he's got the Cavern. So he's got a lot of the important tools for this matchup. Already, he's got his mana underneath him again with Azusa. He's set up next turn for a huge turn with the Balance Land and the Azusa. That's the problem with Johan. Is I think this is the right play. I think you want to. Oh, he's got the Deputy. Interesting.
Not always.
To snag the Azusa.
Yes.
Oh, he's just going to snag the Amulet.
I mean, I think that's correct to Deputy the Amulet instead of the Azusa doesn't do as much unless the Amulet's in play.
He put a Balance Lane back into his hand.
Right. So unless Dilks can actually just play a Titan this turn or an EE, I think taking the Amulet is correct.
Yeah. It's a problem. Both of those cards are very powerful. Maybe he feels his hand's better suited to fight through the Azusa versus the Amulet.
So this is good. This is for 6. Dilks should be at less than 19, right? He would have gone Wanderer into Selfless Spirit into Deputy.
For some reason, I think he didn't attack with the Selfless Spirit one turn for some reason.
Was he going to block?
You never know.
Wait.
Okay, so there's a key card for Dilks was packed. Yeah, finding the Titan here.
Yeah. Well, Dilks actually can't get a haste because there's no Amulet.
Yeah, and he used his haste land there to.
Right, it is also in play.
Yeah. So, I mean, we've seen this song and dance today quite a few times. I believe he's probably just going to go for.
Talaria West.
Yeah,
and
Talaria West for Bounce Land makes most amount of sense.
He can untap and grab search for another pact if he wants. He can search for Walking Ballista. He can search for EE.
You remember how Walking Ballista was so insane against Johan?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's going to happen again at some point in this match.
I do think the difference, though, is that Edgar was under less pressure than Dilks is now. Dilks is under substantially more
That's just because Dilks is a better player. We've already established this.
Yeah, I guess, diamonds, obviously take more pressure to look better, right?
There you go.
So Dilks, obviously being the better player,
is under less pressure.
No, is under more pressure.
More pressure.
That's why he's so good.
That's true.
Yeah.
I don't know what was true about any of those statements, but some of it was. some of it definitely was.
I mean, it's all recorded. We can listen to it later.
Oh God, that's just a nightmare. Okay, so anyways, so we know he has the path in hand. I think Dilks is set up that he can actually haste his second Titan the following turn.
Yeah, I mean, can, but I mean, you're still gonna path something, right?
Yeah, well, yeah. Do you path?
That's nice.
That's gonna be.
I think I would copy the Deputy. Oh no, maybe not. Then you can just Slayer Stronghold it.
You just gotta kill him.
Yeah.
He's gotta
It's what 3.
He can absorb.
7.
Actually, so this is actually
11?
might be swinging back in Johan's favor because he's got, unless Dilks has the pact, he does. Okay, all right. So he has the pact. So maybe.
Well, Dilks is time walked because he has to pay for this pact this turn.
That's true.
So if Johan fires this off now, I don't know if Dilks can actually pay for both.
I was more thinking the second Titan, with the path, and then the second Titan, because he could absorb one hit. Johan could absorb one hit from the Titan, and then crack back and kill him.
But that's free, right?
Yeah.
So what you're just trying to chokehold him as much mana as possible. So if he packs here, he gets to keep the Titan, but he can't kill Johan this turn.
How much does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Oh,
8,
he
9.
could counter it with Mausoleum Wanderer. And then the path resolves for sure.
Yeah, but you don't. I think you just let it resolve. He has to complete. He does, because with the Summoner's Pact and the Pact negation, he would have to.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
You'd have to tap
6,
out.
7, 8, 9. Yeah, I mean, Dilks would attack for 6.
But he can take it, and he's dead on the crackback.
He can take it. And he has a Selfless Spirit in play to protect from EE.
Yeah. I think. Do you want to say it?
This game's over?
Yeah. Okay.
I think Johan is going to win.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Glad we're on the same page here.
Okay. And Dilks sees the writing on the wall here, and they pack it up.
It was all over the table.
Okay, we got Douglas.
Oh,
So again,
dude.
we have seen this matchup already today.
Johan.
Again, I think Johan will sideboard differently. At least I think he should,
Yeah.
and not bring in that white bordered
Worship. I think he should just have 14 cards in his sideboard so he doesn't make that mistake again.
It's bad EV. Okay, so I think 2 Blessed Alliance, Path to Exile, the Reflector Mage, the Deputy. I want all of them.
Oh, I forgot he had Damping Sphere.
Yeah, I mentioned that before.
Did you?
Yeah, I did.
I don't remember. Damping Sphere is very good.
Okay, so is it good?
No, this is Amulet.
Yeah,
Is good.
yeah, it's good. Okay,
Is
so
it
my theory on how this, Johan just wants to like commit another threat on turn 2.
The thing about Damping Sphere is that Dilks needs specific colors of lands that, in order to have his deck function fluidly. So, you know how when you play an Amulet, you grab a Garrison, you grab the haste land.
Yeah.
If you have a Damping Sphere in play, the Garrison taps for colorless.
Yes.
If you have Growth Chamber in play, it caps for colorless. So Dilks all of a sudden doesn't have as much mana and is still playing bounce lands.
Yeah. See, my thing is though, it's one of those things where we talked about like bringing in worship, where Dilks is going to have like a lot of answers for particular cards because of how flexible and how many tutors he has in his deck.
Right.
So if I'm Johan, I could see. Okay, so is it a play draw dependent thing?
No. So I think I understand what you're saying about like just having threat density.
Yeah.
The issue with Johan, like the reason why it's important to bring here is because I think Damping less Alliance. So if you go like 1 path for Damping Sphere, you shave the 2 Nissus from Johan's main, shave Akira.
I don't think they should be in there anyways, but yes, go ahead.
Yeah, and then shave a Thalia because I think the Thalia is worse for Johan than it is for Dilks.
Sure.
And Damping
get
Sphere,
behind that.
Damping Sphere has a repeatable process, and
Yep.
like Thalia does.
Yep.
That, like, instead of, because if you're Blessed Alliance to Titan, it's already attacking, it's done its job, right? So, like, to me, Damping Sphere is so much better and helps set up your aggressive attacks because Dilks can't raise, can't even really play spells. So, like, if you go like turn 1 Vial or turn 1 Mausoleum Wanderer into turn 2,
I can see board states where Damping Sphere is very good. It's almost like a Blood Moon card where like it's very good,
right?
but I think only in certain board states. Do you think the matchup's so bad that he like needs the Damping Sphere to be good to win?
No, but I think it is a card that you would want to bring in.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. With Dilks, I think we're just seeing the 2 explosives, the Hornet Queen, the Rex Sage, and some number of paths.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I assume he would take out the 4 Tribe Scouts.
I also don't think you want to be on. Escaping me, Hive Mind in this matchup either. I don't think you need it. I really don't think you need it to win. I think the Titans are just strong enough. That and the Hornet Queen are just strong enough in this match.
I agree. Hornet Queen is very, very, very potent.
That card is obnoxiously strong against every deck I've ever built.
It's a lot of bees.
Yeah.
Bzz, bzz, bzz.
So Johan is Johan on a mull? Yeah, he's on a mull here.
Yeah, he went to 6, right? What's that card? It's Self Spirit.
Any good turn 1 plays from Dilks? Nope.
Nope.
Okay.
He's taking it nice and slow.
So Dilk has a relic. He's got an amulet. Did he just draw it? He must have just drawn it.
No, sometimes they take it nice and slow.
Just nice and slow.
Like, if Amulet isn't actively adding to your game plan, there's no reason for you to play it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So this signifies if he had Amulet on turn 1 and didn't play it, is that he probably has an Azusa on too. Because having Azusa plus Amulet in play is good.
Nutty?
Right.
Yeah.
But if you wouldn't just like throw Amulet into play if your active plan isn't to abuse the ability immediately when you can just do it later, right?
Okay.
Because it's possible that Johan plays differently if he thinks you don't have it. It's possible that he has a removal spell and you want to get an immediate ability out of it.
Yep.
Thali?
So again, see, I think if you remember back to Johan's previous game where he had Thalia plus Mausoleum Wanderer, it was somewhat effective. This here, I don't know if it's going to be.
It's just too slow, and it's really bad in the draw. Oh, Dilks left in guide. Okay, I wouldn't have, but
Really? Why?
why?
There's no really good removal for it.
I just think it sucks.
That's fair.
I
mean,
don't know. Maybe it's imperative to the game plan, but I just think the card sucks.
Okay.
I just think it's bad. Oh,
He thought that was important enough to path.
yes.
So he must be gearing up for a combo turn next turn because where he can't have his land or his spells taxed. Because that seems like an aggressive path.
He's
from
playing a
Dilks.
very slow line. His hand must be slow. Well, he went like turn 2 Titan, turn 3 Snake. That was very slow for what we expect to see out of Amulet.
Turn 2 Amulet, not turn 2 Titan.
Sorry, that's what I meant. Yeah. But like turn 3 Snake, like that's very slow for what we're expecting to see out of Amulet. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but that path just seems really
The path
really
is
weird.
definitely aggressive and
When
very
you know
weird.
he's got like probably effect measures, you know he has the Deputy of Tension, you know he has
Johan having no follow up though.
like Anthem creatures. Yeah, I don't know what did he keep? We know he's selfless, but he has Selfless Spirit. He must have Spell Queller here. He didn't, but he just didn't use it. Does he rattle chains?
If he had either of those cards, I would have put them both into play at any point during that turn.
But he just time walked himself. Didn't play a spell.
I don't know. I see a Selfless Spirit. We know he has a Selfless Spirit.
Because we know he has Selfless Spirit, so even if he had Selfless Spirit Path, he could still like cast those cards that turn. So okay, so he cast a creature this turn.
So I think. Now hear me out.
Okay.
I think I saw a Blessed Alliance in his hand. Okay. I would have cast it last turn. I would have snapped it off and killed that thing. In a heartbeat.
Use your mana.
No, just to use my mana, but Dilks plays Relic and no 4th land. So he's probably looking for a bounce land. If this thing's in play and he has bounce land plus Amulet,
It generates a bit of mana.
generates a bunch of mana. But if he ever reads Johan for Blessed Alliance, or just decides to attack with another creature for
Do you think he runs it into Blessed Alliance here? What do you...
Wow, that is a pretty big signal on Disable Stroke. Unified Will. He has Unified Will.
Unified Will.
If he has Unified Will, I also would have fired off that Blessed Alliance.
Yeah.
He has it.
Unified Will is actually not good in this matchup. I remember playing Edgar in a top 8 of a face open, and he played...
He just plays a bunch of plans.
I mulled. I was playing Zoo, and I mulled to that and a path and a noble hierarch and another land or something. And Egger went turn 1 Colony Garden, and I was like, well, you just shut off my
Plans,
whole
game plan
to attack your deck.
You only play 4 Titans, right? Like that's
Yeah.
the only creature in your deck.
But it's actually not very good in this matchup. Plant token's too strong.
Plant tokens are very strong. I think actually plant tokens are the glue that holds this deck together.
I'm not even sure why they play Titans when you could play 0/1s for free.
Sometimes they're two ones.
That's true.
Double strike. Double strike. Titan, 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 Titan,
is he
Titan, Titan.
Oh, he
Titan,
just got the
Titan.
Titan.
Woo, choo.
Okay, here we go.
I wish I knew what was in his hand.
Do you think?
Oh,
do you
Soul
think?
Spirit.
Do you think Dilks attacks his Azusa and his Tribe Scout to play around? No. Okay.
I would not
Like
read.
just suicided it?
I would not read Johan for that.
Considering he hasn't really been showing it either. Like he's let attacks go through that he probably should have thrown the Blessed Alliance at anyways.
I mean, it's difficult to say simply because it might just be correct to wait for the Titan.
Yep. The problem is waiting for the Titan is, does he just get Walking Bliss to here and doesn't even care about the second Titan?
I mean, grabbing the second Titan's free,
That's fair.
and he's doing that now. The important thing to notice is that he has Slayer Stronghold in play, so he would have to Vesuva the Slayer Stronghold and grab Boros Garrison, or if he doesn't have all of his requisite land drops for the turn.
I think Dilks actually found a stronger line of play. Did he just kill him this turn?
No, he can't.
Why not?
He can't give both.
Oh, they don't have
haste.
2 Azusa. They only play 1 Azusa? Or Vesuva?
They play 1 in Vesuva, but like
Yeah,
he can't give both haste either way. I don't think he has enough mana.
Oh, okay. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Do you not have another land drop that he can bounce the...
We'd have to untap both of them.
Okay.
So you just attack with the 1. So this is 8. Johan
This
goes
deck
to
is so
7.
strong.
It is very powerful, specifically when people miss lines like this. Like the fact that Edgar, Dilks, Morgan have played this deck enough where they can just pick up things like this. Like we saw Dilks walk through this like extremely quickly, right?
Oh, he knew exactly what he wanted.
It would
to
take
do.
us like 5 minutes on average just to pick this deck up, and we'd probably miss this line somewhere.
This is not my playstyle. Like
Right.
These guys are
Even
these
if
guys know
it's
what they're doing. So he's got the Blessed Alliance,
Yeah.
and again, his card he's been leaning on this whole matchup took
not
out
very good.
one of the attackers.
It's just not attacking on the axis that he should be attacking on. So I think what I was saying before is Dilks is playing this deck very well, obviously, but because Johan doesn't exactly know what Dilks is possible of doing, he's not playing optimally because he doesn't know how to beat it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, of course that Blessed Alliance ate a Titan. Dilks has another Titan and 400 mana in play.
Yeah.
Dilks just doesn't care.
Yeah.
I don't want to say this game's over because I don't actively think it's over yet. I think Johan has draws that can get him out of this position. But
he certainly does. He
I think
certainly
that
does.
Dilks is ahead. And like ahead by a wide enough margin where I think he's going to win.
Yeah.
So
What do you think he'd be thinking about here?
Johan,
Yeah.
if I knew his hand, I could tell you. It's like, how do I not die? Yeah, that should have been
There's
in
a
play.
Selfless Spirit that should have been in play a while ago.
I guess he could be trying to block. Should I block? Should I attack?
Double
Yeah.
Selfless Spirit.
It's like he can give them indestructible. So he has, those are 3/3, so that's 6, 10. He has 10 on the block, so 25 life in theory. If Dilks attacks with the Titan, sacrifice a Selfless Spirit, yeah, he's just gonna try
He's
to
got a
block.
double striking Trample Titan. It doesn't matter if they're indestructible.
Well, he like that's why I said he's at 25. So at most this can be let's say like it probably won't be 20 because he'd have to bounce that.
Yeah.
So it'd be like 16 damage minus I guess it's only 8. So it's 8. Johan would take 8, keep Selfless Spirit, 2 Drog Skull Captains around.
Yeah.
But Dilks can probably just find a way to grab another Titan the following turn and attack with a Titan for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Or grab Hornet Queens and the bees.
I don't think.
Johan's trying to play a long game, which he can't win.
Yep. Not many people can play a long game against Titan, anyways.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see.
I think there's gonna be a lot of Titan in the finals.
Yeah, I'm told that I think Egger's in top 8, Morgan's in top 8. I think there might be another person playing Amulet in top 8. So if Dilks win this, it's half the top 8 playing Amulet. I really wish I top 8 this event because I think Phoenix is favored against Amulet.
I've always had good luck against Amulet with green black. I know a lot of people say it's not a good matchup.
I think green black can be a good matchup depending on how many Assassin's trophies you find.
There's a few.
Yeah, if you have 4 and you just catch your opponent at the right time, you can just Assassin's trophy their bounce land or Assassin's trophy their really important land, or just like beat them on the you can beat them in the grind game, right? Because they only have 4 actual threats.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about different matchups while Dilks just sort of
Combos off.
Yeah. So because with my deck we're playing.
No, he's playing the X Nissa. He's playing X, the green blue.
Yeah, the one
Steward
from
of Elements.
One from Amaket.
Steward of Elements.
With you can scry +2 scry, and then your 0, or you can
look at the top part of your
look at the top
library.
3.
If it's
Loyalty.
a land, or
if it's a converted mana cost is less than or equal to the loyalty of Nissa,
put it into play. Yeah.
Or in your hand.
If it's a land, put it into play. I don't know what the card
I think it's a creature. No, it's also creature.
I haven't played with it. It's unplayable.
Yeah, I didn't play standard.
It was a 1-of Teamer energy.
Yeah. So that's the Nissa he's chosen for his green splash in this deck was the Nissa Steward of Elements.
Probably just strictly worse than Coco, but whatever.
I mean, Johan's been putting up results. He has been doing well.
Yeah, he's doing much better than I am. So. He's attacking with 2 Titans this turn.
Look at that. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but
why did Ginger not top 8? Because I can only win online events. I'm only good at online events.
Hey man, I was 2-1, and I was like, let's do commentary. Hang out with Ginger.
I went 0-2, won my 3rd round, and then I was like, I'm not live for anything. I'll just skip to my 3rd round opponent.
There you go. I'm already locked for the Invitational.
I am not.
You're almost there, dude.
I know I'm almost there, but I just came here to practice for the PT flex. And for the mocks.
Yeah, I tried to flex by saying that I'm locked for the Invitational. You're just flexing because you're in for the Mythic Championship. So.
I mean, the only reason I qualify is because it was online. I can only win online events. This PT is in paper, and I just won't do well.
Yeah. I'm just apologizing because we're not doing any commentary anymore because I think this is pretty self-explanatory.
Listen, if the people at home can't figure out that 2 Titans means lethal, then I don't know how else I'm going to help you on this one.
We've literally been showing them Amulet all day. I feel like they should be able to.
This is now the Amulet show.
Yeah.
The deck's called Amulet. Amulet, fun fact, this is the worst version of Amulet that used to be around. This version doesn't have Summer Blue. Imagine if you had to play around Summer Blue. Spell Snare might actually be playable. If we had an advantage bar, where would it be?
Advantage bar.
I don't know. Johan's making a very powerful block here.
Can you go over 100% on advantage?
Yeah, it's called winning.
Just winning?
No, you know how we said 2 Amulets wins the game?
Yeah.
And Dilks had 4?
Yeah.
And then he 2-0'd his opponent?
That's true, he did.
I told you.
Yeah.
That's how the advantage bar goes from 100 to 200.
Okay.
You just win twice.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Are you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm picking up what you're putting down. So
Yeah.
he is
Yeah, dealing 40. It's like dealing 40
He is-
or milling 120.
milling 120. Your opponent just isn't going to draw an opening hand.
Yeah, the game's over. Go home.
Yeah, see you later.
I'm gonna play Commander or something.
Saw the line. He sacrificed his Selfless Spirit
Wow.
to save his creatures.
You think you heard me say that?
I hope not. Outside assistance.
He needs it. This game's over. You said we were going to talk about matchups, and then we didn't.
Well, I was trying to talk about my green-black deck.
Oh,
but
more about you.
I love green-black, dude. It's so great.
Change your last name to Green Black Rock.
Yeah, Ruben Green Black Rock.
Ruben Green-Black Rock.
Yeah, I saw you walking around with this Tron shirt today.
Yeah, I wear.
Ruben's wearing the shirt that says Tron, and then in the O it has the colorless symbol.
Yeah, I was at GP Toronto, and Legion Gaming was selling the T-shirts, and I hate Tron. I just hate it with a
Who
passion.
likes Tron?
Tron players.
No,
Tron players. And
I don't think they have emotions, dude. If you don't have emotions, you can't like things.
Their emotions are like their mana symbols, just blank and empty.
You has nothing going on with them.
So, and my buddy who doesn't like, he's pretty thrifty. I say, if you buy me that Tron shirt, I'll wear it, because I knew he wouldn't buy it for me.
Oh, I did that, but with chainmail.
And you did it with chainmail. Yeah, I know you did. So he bought me the Tron shirt. He's like, you have to wear it for day one of the GP. So I went 8-1 after I wore it. And I was like, this shirt's fantastic. So now I just wear it as a meme.
Do you think there was a little bit of advantage gained with the fact that your opponent?
I was certain by the end of the night, after a few beers, that I had come to the realization that all of my opponents thought I was going to play a turn 1 expedition map and kept hands, and I just went Thoughtseize into Goyf.
Thoughtseize you. I wish there was like a GoPro on top of your head so we could see their face. Like, oh yeah, my opponent's on Tron. You're gonna keep this like they're on Ponzer, Stone Range.
Yeah.
You're just like Thoughtseize your mana dork, and they keep like 2 lands. And you're like, you know. Egger's over at the other table right now. He just flashed me his phone, and he's turning on the mobile app for RuneScape. Like, what year is it?
Egger's working out on the lines on his amulet deck. Deck. Somehow this game is still
going. Johan's at 3. You know what they say, like, if you're not at 0, you're not dead.
Yeah.
Johan will be taking at least 16 this turn, though. And last time I checked, he does not have. He has 12 butt power in play.
12 butt power.
Right? Oh, I guess you could have rattle chains.
It's a lot of butt.
A lot of butt. A lot of thick.
It's so thick. Yo, isn't he just dead here?
No.
He attacks with both of his dorks.
Oh. Yeah. I mean, you saw one Blessed Alliance. He probably just definitely plays around it.
But even if you attack with both your dorks, you just...
Or you can just grab Walking Ballista.
You know what he could do? He grabbed Walking Ballista.
Oh, you know what he could do?
Grab Caverner Souls.
Oh, he probably already has the. Oh, he naturally
Just
drew the
says-
Walking
just
Ballista.
says-
What a luck sack. Natty Ballista? Who is this guy? This is how you go to SCGs and do well. Speaking of SCGs, this is actually an SCG invitational.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why Dilks is actually here this weekend, so we can get up some points. He's actually first in.
Is he first now?
He's first in the SCG leaderboard.
He was third last time I looked.
No, he top 4'd the last SCG Open in Cleveland. I don't know where the last one was.
Some city in the States.
Some state city. Yeah, so he's now first, and he's just trying to pick up points here.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot less traveling to go into your backyard and play Magic than to go to the States every weekend and play Magic.
Yeah, they're actually pretty low. Yeah, see, he's first.
Yo, he's in first by a substantial number too.
Yeah, 6 points. So if he wins this, I think he gets 3. So there's no SCG this weekend, or I assume they would be at it.
Egger is looks like he's only about.
Egger's at 69 points.
Looks like Egger is only about 70% as good as Dilks is.
I mean, we already knew that.
Okay. It looks like didn't see the end of the game, but
I do believe Dilks won.
oh man, he did.
Wow, what a good guess.
If I had to flip a coin,
We do not flip
Give it a-
coins to determine the outcomes of matches of Magic.
oh my goodness.
They're at 1-1.
If I had a coin for every time I heard that, I would be able to get kicked out of a lot of tournaments for flipping coins.
A coin. Uno coin. All right. So we saw Blessed Alliance in that game. I don't know if Johan's going to reevaluate. Has 7 top 8s. He's okay. Yeah, but how many GP top 8s?
I don't know.
I have 0, so.
I also have 0.
Oh, wow. Imagine being good at Magic.
Okay, going back to commentary, I guess. Johan again just wants a quick start. Either
He is on the play this game?
Yeah, either a Vial or a Muzzling Monitor to kick it off.
I hope he played very safe that game, and I think he decided not to play a 2-drop and left open Blessed Alliance, and I think that was a bad choice.
Yep.
I think it's possible his evaluation of the matchup is not good enough. Like it seems to me after watching him play Edgar and then watching him play against
So
Dilks,
that's the problem with these. Like in a black base deck, when you have discard, you can sort of plan those following turns out. Johan doesn't have that luxury where he's got to. I think he has to just jam threats and pick turns where he wants to actually move a creature.
But I mean, like, I play Phoenix and I don't need the discard spells to like play on my opponent's turn out. You know what I mean? Like there's like.
But that's what I mean. Like you can't hold up removal spell on turn 2.
You can. You just have to make sure that it's worth the risk. In like the lot because they're what's it called?
Okay, that's fine, but he didn't do that game too.
Right. There's a term for this. I can't remember what it is right now. I'll get back to you on that one.
What are you thinking about?
It's when you have money and you have like 2 options and you can like invest in one option or invest in the other, and if you have to weigh what the risk of investing one is compared to investing the other. And so like instead of putting a threat into play on turn 2, he decided to invest in trying to play a removal spell on turn 3.
Expected return on investment?
Sort of, but it's opportunity cost.
Opportunity cost, yeah.
So like his opportunity cost of not playing a threat is that he doesn't present lethal damage, but it's possible that he catches a Titan as a removal
I don't know
spell.
what was in Johan's hand, but
He didn't play a 1-drop.
He didn't play 1-drop, and his best 2-drop apparently in his hand was a Selfless Spirit.
Right.
Which
so
the rest of his hand has to be. He must have like double path or spell crawler for this to be even reasonable.
he has
to keep.
a path. Akira, I would have cited that out. Maslow's social hierarchy. Yes. Why no top 8 at GP? There are no GPs that are online. If there's an online GP, I would top 8 it. All right, the old attack for 2. The old gain 2. Oh wow. Dilks is taking this.
Okay,
slow.
so he's set up for a Titan turn next turn.
Yep. Although it can't get haste.
No.
Path. What's that? It's another Selfless Spirit.
I really hope this is. Oh man, how many? I felt like he said Selfless Spirit every game multiple times. He's
3.
got 3. Seems like a lot.
He must have drawn the Seachrome Coast this turn because he played the Horizon Canopy of the turn before.
Yeah.
He also should be at 19 because he tapped the
he did.
Horizon Canopy.
Yep, you're right.
So, Johan is at 19 for those at home wondering. Kira does nothing in this matchup. It's actually just a 3-mana 2/2. I guess it flies.
It does fly.
Yeah,
It's probably one of my first cuts for this matchup.
him not having Vial and him not having Coco, I mean, like he has Vial, but he doesn't have Coco in his 75, means that he's just playing at a sorcery speed game, which is not like your hits have to be bigger than your opponent's hits if you're playing at a sorcery speed game.
Yep. And I don't think they're going to be.
No, like we know he has the Path in his hand, so he'll probably Path his Titan. But if Dilks ever gets bees, I think the game's over. And it's possible that he just puts Titan into play. Well, I think it's definite that he puts Titan into play.
Yep.
Grabs Bounce Land, grabs Talaria West,
He just does it again next turn.
Yeah, like, he could do this for the rest of the game. It wouldn't matter.
I believe he did this last game as well.
Oh wow! It's like this deck is consistently doing the same thing with no interaction.
Yes.
And Johan is not interacted at all and doesn't have a fast enough clock where Dilks has to not do this or do something else.
I believe that's how we told him to not scope out the game, to maybe take a different line of play.
Yeah. I think if you're the creature deck and you're not being aggressive, you're going to lose on average.
2 Tolaria West.
It takes 2 to make a thing go right.
It does. It takes 2 to tango. I'm gonna retract that. I'm pretend I didn't say that.
It takes 2 to tango.
Yeah.
But it does take 2. Oh, gain 2. How many damage has Johan done? Not enough, because Dilks has gained the life back. Oh,
So-
gaining life is like
so-
drawing a card.
So, yeah, the aggro deck has not done what it wants to do this matchup. We're on turn 5. The Amulet deck is at its starting life total.
I know Amulet has a bunch of cards in hand, but we're actually still only on turn 4. Or cards in play, but we're actually still only on turn 4.
Sorry, going to turn 5.
Yeah.
Sorry, going to turn 5. Yeah, this is just not the clock that the Spirits deck wants.
This turn he gets to attack for 6. The
And the
same amount of damage a Titan would do.
Interestingly enough, too, like Johan has not, I think of the games we've seen him so far, he has not had a spell caller, or had a spell caller be relevant at all. Like, so some of
Maybe he
his best
sides
cards,
them out.
I wouldn't.
I know, well, we also like, we would side out Kira.
That's true.
This Mausoleum Wanderer is looking dainty? Is dainty a word that I can use?
Yeah, that's not the spell he wanted to cast on that turn.
What did he cast?
Oh, the Mausoleum Wanderer.
Oh, I thought Dilks was doing
something a little bit.
I thought it
more
was
punch.
something cooler.
Yeah,
Dainty?
a little dainty.
Oh, Brandon Rice.
Yeah, I had some of that rice the other day. It was good. It's like wild rice. This is expensive stuff.
Oh yeah,
It's tasty though.
nice.
Yeah. I bought some
Is it
salmon.
brown? Is it brown rice?
Oh,
Or
it
white
was
rice?
it was mixed.
What's like a mixed grain rice,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
ancient grains rice?
Yeah, it was wild. I assume most rice is wild compared to domesticated.
I am sure most rice is actually domesticated and not wild.
Yeah, you might be right about that.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm not a rice scientist.
Neither am I. I'm just industrial agriculture is a little more prevalent than was it permaculture?
Not a scientist, dude. I don't know.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's fine.
I wish I could help you out.
Okay.
Anyways, Dilks is doing the exact thing we talked about in transmuting Tolaria West and grabbing a Summoner's Pact.
Yep.
Do you think he's grabbing bees or do you think he's grabbing Titan?
So he had to pay for pack this turn, right? So he's
Yep.
down 4 mana.
Yep. You can see that at the top right
Yeah.
of his playmat. And he transmuted with, I think, the mana from Coalition Relic and Simic Growth Chamber. And he now has 5 available mana with an activation on Snake. So he is
He's
grabbing
getting
bees.
So does this sound like a bit of, or does this feel like a little bit of weakness from Dilks then? Like he's a little bit worried?
I don't know how many cards he has in his hand, but I think he can't. No, he can cast it.
Or maybe this is more just like, I'm just going to play these bees and I'm just going to play Titan again on the following turn.
Well, like Johan just can't kill him. Johan can never get through these bees.
It's going to take a lot of work.
It's gonna take like a Salvage Spirit and lethal damage. Like
Yes.
Dilks would just like not block unless it's lethal.
He'll only block in a way that won't be profitable with a Selfless Spirit.
Right.
Yeah.
So Johan's 2/2s with flying aren't gonna do it here when Dilks has a 5 for
Just
1.
has the bee tokens ready.
Bzz. Bees.
Rattle chains. That doesn't do anything against bees.
Yeah. A lot of flyers though.
Yeah, this ground is moving.
Oh, you know
this
what?
battle has moved into the air.
You know what'd be
and-
good?
Yep.
Deputy detention here.
That would be really good.
Yeah. It would sort of like it would time walk Dilks in a sense that he wasted his turn and a pact on grabbing the bees. It would make it so Johan would have a profitable attack, and he could even possibly leave something back if he wanted to.
except I don't think he has it.
No,
I think that would be a windmill slam here, and you'd crunch in with everything.
Right. I also think Johan's at 18 because he has tapped that Horizon Canopy twice.
Yeah, just because you're not being attacked does not mean that your life total doesn't change.
Right.
Still gotta.
So the no attack with Mausoleum Wanderer here makes me believe that Johan does not have a Lord in hand. His spirits do have flash due to rattle chains, and if he had another spirit or a Lord in hand, I think it would be profitable to attack the Mausoleum Wanderer.
He's just got another path in hand.
Path is not very good against the bees.
No, but I think that's what he has. Everything else he probably would have cast. Like any creature, unless he's just again waiting to end step for some reason.
His creatures do have flash, so you know, like you ever seen the big brain meme where it's like cast brainstorm on like your turn because that's instant speed.
Okay.
Cast it on end step because it's an instant, and like cast in your main phase, and that's like the biggest brain.
Okay.
Because like sometimes it's just correct to cast in your main phase, so you can find a fetch land and fetch it.
Yep.
People get caught up in the fact that things have flash and just cast them when they have flash, and not necessarily when it's correct.
That's right.
Yeah. So that's your meme info for the day.
Thank you for that.
Check back tomorrow to get more.
It was super
meme
informative.
Facts. Yeah. All right. There's ancient stirrings. Stirrings are ancient, just like the pace of this game is moving. Can you use ancient as a verb?
Sure.
Yeah?
Why not? Let's just
Does anybody know?
create some sort of Discord here that's mildly interesting.
Discourse.
Discourse?
Discourse.
You can't Discord?
No, Discord is an application used to conversate.
That's what I was trying to say.
Oh, you want to make like a Discord about commentating?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant like conversation, like discourse, like.
You know what? You can have either of them.
Cool.
Okay.
I only want one.
Okay.
Alright.
I'm really looking forward to the top 8.
There's 3 more rounds of this?
Yeah, there's 3 more rounds. So there's 3 more rounds of us
Talking
watching.
about Amulet?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hi, welcome to Chimera Gaming, where we talk about Amulet and Amulet assorted things.
You know what I
Amulet.
Yeah.
Amulet is in the top.
I think
8.
Edgar's in top 8. I think Morgan's in top 8. I think there's another Amulet player in top 8. He's winning. If Dilks wins, there's 5 in top 8.
So we will be guaranteed an Amulet mirror match then in the top 8.
I hate
If
that
there's 5.
sentence. I don't like that sentence.
What?
Guaranteed Amulet mirror match in the
In the top 8.
yeah. Just casual Canadian content. You know, like where's the infect? Where's the affinity?
Actually, there was I don't think I saw one of those decks here this weekend.
No, there's like 2 burn decks, and they're both in like the X2 bracket
There you go. That's where they belong.
with me.
That's where they belong.
You guys know what turnout was today? Derek, blink if you can read chat. I can sort of read chat. We have it on a phone behind me. I think it was 65 players.
They were a little lower than before, although it's some pretty ugly weather here in Toronto today.
Yeah,
a big rainstorm this morning, and travel was not ideal.
Yeah, it's a little out of the way. Like most people are more local to the Dirty Kitch.
Yeah, but the people that did not show up missed the 2 lovely old ladies serving us hot dogs and poutines at the Legion
Not
Hall.
only was the food like cheaper than what I have expected, it was actually pretty good.
That $3.50 hot dog was quite large.
Right, and it was good.
And one of the old ladies was like, I hope there's enough left because I want to take some home.
I feel that. I want to take some home.
Yeah. So maybe that's why they closed early, because she just wanted to take all the hot dogs home.
She heard me say that I still could eat at least 5 hot dogs.
You could eat, you're like the size of 5 hot dogs.
Oh, okay. Maybe I lied a bit. I could probably eat 1 more.
Okay.
Okay, so Dilks is untapped after Johan is not attacked after playing a Lord, just a little too late here. The Bees are definitely bringing the boys back in town with another Titan, who I assume will be coming into the red zone with that Slayer stronghold in between the Gemstone Mine and the Chimera Crossroads.
I think you identified the correct line again.
It's
Your
like
assessment is always spot on.
it's like you just watch Dilks or Edgar do something once, and they're just going to do the same thing every single game.
Didn't they surprise you with Tulare West when you think you're going to get Walking Ballista and they just get Caverner Souls?
You think you got it all figured out, then bam, 5 amulets in top 8.
Yeah.
Jeez. I recently, I think, amulet. I looked up the price of amulet. And it was like $35.
Yeah.
When did that happen? Oh yeah, everybody wants to play amulet. That card was like $2 bulk rare like a year ago.
Yeah. It really fell off the map there for a bit. A lot of people, I mean, like, there was the diehards that were playing it, but overall, there was not a lot of people playing it.
Yeah, I mean, when Casey eyes around, I don't know how good the deck actually is. I guess I feel that way about a lot of decks.
Yeah.
All right. He's attacking with the snake.
I love it. I love it.
Player on Blessed Alliance. No, that
You got to get that chip damage in there.
sometimes you just got to sink one.
Yeah.
Johan is at 18, like we said before. He tapped the Horizon Crampies, which are in his graveyard. Grab the double strike land and a bounce land. Oh, I don't know if I.
Doesn't necessarily mean plus goals. Judge call.
No. Is he doing it? Yeah. I don't know if I would attack with the snake. I think I would have attacked one of the beast tokens. If he grabs the double strike land and a bounce land,
Yep.
he can bounce the double strike land and put it into play with the snake. And I guess he doesn't have another rev source. Yeah, never mind.
I'm still unsure about what.
Oh no, he does. He has relic.
What Johan's like could be keeping in his hand, because again, he hasn't.
It would
Not be casting his spells.
It would have to be Blessed Alliance, right? Did he play the Titan this turn?
Yes.
Could be Reflector Mage. Maybe it's Worship.
It's a worship.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I think as long as Dilks remembers his pack triggers, and then after he forgets them and goes to his main phase and does a bunch of things and gets rewind and still gets a
Yeah, you can't even forget your pack
He
triggers.
can't even lose.
Yeah.
Like, his opponent doesn't even have an out now to him missing his pack trigger to lose this game.
Okay, so this is smart by Johan, I think. If you allow damage to resolve, there's actually a phase after damage happens where you're still in combat, where a creature is still attacking.
Yep.
So if he has Blessed Alliance, he could actually still kill the Titan, which is
what he's doing.
what he's doing. Which is smart. Which is heads up by Johan, I must
So
say.
he's 4 life and sack a creature?
Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Escalate, yep.
I think that this makes the 1B attack also slightly better. That way, if Johan did block, it would have killed a creature. I think it was very heads up by both players to for Dilks to attack with an extra creature.
Yeah, it was interesting because before you mentioned that, I hadn't even thought of that. I wonder if that's like Dilks very, very rarely misplays, but that might have been just a slight misplay. If he's strictly playing around the Blessed Alliance, and his opponent has a free block on the scout.
It is possible that the margins where it matters is negligible because Dilks just has another Titan that he can grab.
That doesn't mean it's still not a misplay.
No.
You can probably still attack with 1B if you're trying to play around Blessed Alliance specifically.
Right. I do actually think you may be right in that regard. We also, like, if it's possible that Dilks can run out of Primeval Titans at some point, right? Like, I think this is his 4th.
I don't think so.
It's at least his 3rd.
He has 1 path and 1 Blessed Alliance, and then 1. Yes, that is his 4th.
That's his 4th?
Yeah, because he lost one to a He lost one to a path, lost one to a quadruple block, and then
There's
lost,
the Reflector Mage.
and then lost one right there to the
Reflector Mage.
yeah Reflector Mage.
Okay, so I don't know if he has Hive Mind in his deck. So if he actually runs out of Primeval Titans, I don't know if he has win conditions other than
Walking
those bees.
Ballista,
Oh, true. I forgot about that one.
the best card in his deck.
Yeah. Okay, never mind. I guess Johan's probably just still dead no matter what. I don't know how many Talaria Wests he's used.
Still finding it off Ancient Stirrings. Get there.
Again. I guess this game is going to go long as
Walking
long as
Ballista.
Johan is not attacking.
I'm like more likely to keep it if it's like stable.
We are in turn 1.
Oh, is that what that dice in the middle of the table is? Oh.
So Dilks has to motor here. Like he's
Neither of them will make top 8 if they draw.
no.
That's worse than your turn 4 times.
He does have to find an answer. He does have
And
to
his-
kill his opponent.
As much of a Buta that Dilks is, probably don't need another amulet deck in the finals. They're probably well represented.
I mean, Dilks definitely needs the points.
He does.
So,
He does.
as much as I don't want another amulet mirror, I would like to see Dilks get those points.
Yes. Would be nice to see a Canadian sitting there on top of that SCG leader point.
Right.
Yeah.
Get to go to the not the Invitational, the Players Championship.
Yes,
Yeah.
for sure.
Which is just a huge event.
And he's grinded a lot this last couple of years, especially this year. He's grinded a ton.
Yeah,
and
they-
definitely
Him and the rest of the Canadians have definitely put the name on the map, right? And so this is Dilks identifying that he needs to start being
Closing
a
the game
beatdown.
out.
Yeah, and putting that B into the red zone with +2/+0. He also has the double strike land up. So if Johan tries to get fancy and double block it, has Death Touch, or if he tries to just regular block it, he can't play the Titan anyway, so it's not like his man is tied up or anything. Also, the fact that Dilks gets turn 1, 3, and 5 is important.
very important.
Dilks has the
Did they take the dice away?
yeah. Dilks just moved it.
Oh, okay.
Dilks has the Titan in play. He just can't cast this turn, but he can still give it haste, right? So
Yes.
he's still smashing for a lot. Johan has to have a specific answer to beat it and not just die. I do think that Dilks is ahead here still. I don't know the actual numbers, but he might be able to win in turn 5.
Azusa. Yeah. There is a line here where Dilks can wear. Oh, this is just going for Walking Ballista. Okay. This game.
Yeah. Edgar, we think he'll win on turn 5.
Yeah, that should be the nail in the coffin right there.
Well, it would, but we think he's gonna win. How much mana does he have?
I think. Okay.
Lethal?
Is there? You know, it'd be sweet if Johan had been sandbagging this disdainful stroke.
He doesn't have one.
Doesn't he?
No, he has 2 unified will.
2 unified will, and he does not currently have the most amount of creatures.
No,
Nope.
he does not. Buzz. I believe this game is what they call over.
I believe this game is, as my partner in crime here would say, over.
Oh yeah, I guess he has worship.
Just get him with the worship.
Yeah, well Kira blocks, stops all of them for 1. So Dilks would have to target the Kira, put 2 more counters on the Kira.
I think is Kira effects and
All targets.
all targets.
All
Okay.
targets by opponents.
So you'd have to target the Kira 3 times, and then you'd have to ping everything else.
But he's just playing the Titan.
Or you could just play Titan.
Wow, deck's called Amulet.
Yeah, I think so.
Did Dilks like Surge's Library and not put lands into play?
Well, we were telling Edgar he only needs about 10.
Yeah. We're actually
You only,
having
you
this
only need
discussion.
about 10 lands.
We were saying
They
that
produce 2 each, so
Edgar gets flooded a lot. You only really need 10 lands. Like 3 lands produce 6 mana.
Yeah.
And then you have 7 lands to give haste, give double strike, go search for Titans. You know, like you don't need that many lands in the deck.
not really.
No. They should stop calling it Amulet and start calling it Flood.
Is he crunching here with everything? If he crunches it here with everything, but doesn't give anything double strike yet, can he?
You can just kill with the walking list anyways.
Yeah, but can he sequence it so that he has to block the Titan, but then? No, I guess you have to get the Titan Haste's turn too. So.
Well, he did. So it's 8, and then Johan has 3, 5. There's a spirit in play. Is Kira's spirit? So it's 6, 9, 11, 20. He attacks with 2 Bs. It's 20 minus 8 is 12. Plus 2 is 10.
Yeah,
So-
these bees are free attacks because like each damage from the bee is 2 mana less needed for walking ballista, and then it also just like if he just takes it, that's fine.
if he gives the Titan-
if he blocks, he loses 2 creatures.
If he gives the Titan double strike, Johan in theory is at 20. Johan could block. Would have to block 11 or more. Or sorry, yeah, it would have to block 12. So he would have to put a bunch of creatures in front.
Ooh, rattle chains. Just interesting. Okay, the math just changed a little bit.
I mean, up to the point where he can untap and kill Dilks through the walking ballista.
How
I
much
think
mana
the
does he
game's
have
over.
open? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. How many land drops does he have left?
I don't know. He has 15. Don't forget the relic.
Actually, he's just dead.
Yeah.
He has 14 mana. He's going to take 2 here. He goes at 9, and then he walking ballistas him for 7.
Yeah. Should we go in there and tell him like we ran the numbers? You're dead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Please hurry it up.
Just so you know that I believe this game is over.
Yeah. I knew this game was over on turn 1 when you didn't have a threat, but I think you're dead
This
now.
has been a surprisingly long game.
Yeah. They've taken the whole 50 minutes. We've been sitting here for 50 minutes watching Dilks do the same thing 2 games in a row.
I will assign damage to these creatures.
Eat it.
And actually, he just tapped. He just tapped mana he didn't need to.
What? No, he didn't. Cost 4. 2, 3, 4.
Actually, he had double strike.
Yeah.
He had double strike, so he just killed them and then trampled through.
Yeah.
And then took 2,
Yeah.
and then just killed him with walking ballista anyways.
Yeah, because he has 10. Oh, I
Okay.
guess Johan's at 6.
That should be way more damage than that. I think Dilks just missed lethal.
Oh, I mean, Johan's actually at 4, right?
I think
Unless they adjusted his life total.
Dilks just missed lethal there. But again, it's not. I don't think it's going to matter.
Yeah, it could
This
be.
should be turn. I think this is turn 4.
It could be sleepy Dilks. Sometimes when you're sleepy Dilks, you just make a little oopsie.
I would like to know what energized Dilks looks like.
I don't think you do. It's like Shaggy, you
I'll play a
know.
walking ballista.
Have you
All
seen
right,
Have you
good
seen
game.
the Shaggy memes?
And we have Amulet into the finals with Dilks.
Yo, have you ever seen Energized Dilks? Yeah.
Dilks win.
Talking like Energized Dilks is probably like Shaggy.
But he had enough mana to do it.
Oh shit, dude. Get some Dilks.
When he wins the Players Championship invite, just start making Dilks memes.
Okay, so we're going to take a quick break here, and we will be back for
top
the
8.
top 8. We will have a top 8 breakdown for all of you.
Maybe.
We will.
Okay.
If we can get it, we'll get it.
It takes 2 to make a thing go right.
Takes 2 to tango? Okay.
Bye for now.
Take care.